Gregory's gloves. So if you want to take your game to the next level, buy Resilient softball gear at Gregory Sporting Goods and more, or visit us online at resilientsfbl.com.
The Showplace Theater is the best place for live music.
And with some of the best acts around. Ryan Bingham with the Texas Gentlemen, April 19th. Kip Moore, April 20th. Chelsea Handler, May 3rd.
I was with my brother the other day, and I said, "Why are you even a parent?" He said, "You're not very good at it."
And Brantley Gilbert, May 10th.
Riverwind, the Metro's best casino experience.
Here we go. OU, Loyola Marymount. Sooners look to extend the winning streak and their final game, maybe ever, in the Mary Nutter Classic as the first pitch skips low for ball one to Riley Boone. We start a minute early. For those of us who have a flight to catch, that is awesome. Riley Boone has moved into the leadoff spot for the Sooners. The only game that they've been a visitor, she takes ball two. Missed up high. So the starting lineup for the Sooners, 1 through 3, Boone, Parker, Pickering. Kind of a different look for the 1 through 3 spots in the lineup. Boone takes a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. So a new opponent, but the same goal. Continue the dominance. Loyola Marymount, we'll get our preview of them coming up in a moment. 2-1, foul, straight back, strike 2. Gorgeous day. Absolutely gorgeous day here in Palm Springs. Final game for the Sooners, the Mary Nutter Classic. It will continue, though. A handful of games to wrap up what has been a fun weekend for the sport of softball. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Boone, and she lifts it to shallow center field. Prentice comes in, makes the catch, and there's one away. Okay, here's our Norman Regional Health starting lineup. Riley Boone will lead things off for the Sooners in center field. Ella Parker will bat second. Cassidy Pickering hitting third with Alyssa Brito on the cleanup spot. Tiare Jennings moves down to the 5th spot with Kinsey Hansen back in the starting lineup batting 6th. Jada Coleman 7th. Alina Torres 8th, and Avery Hodge will bat 9th. First pitch swinging, and Parker drills one the other way, deep to left field, and it's off the fence. Parker rounds first, head first slide into second base. It's a 1-out double for the hottest hitting Sooner on a Sunday, Ella Parker. One note on positions that I probably should have clarified when bringing you the starting lineup. Alina Torres is getting the start at first for the first time in her career, with Avery Hodge at second, Kinsey at short, and Alyssa Brito at third. Parker is the DP. Here's Pickering. First pitch to the Sooner right fielder is a little bit up for ball one. Thanks for joining us for what was, I guess, still again an abbreviated Sooner softball pregame show presented by Walden Cleaners and Laundry, where the difference is quality. Pitch misses a little bit out to Pickering. We have been, not from a Sooner perspective, but, and again, it's not a knock on anyone with the Mary Nutter, just from a game ops. These games will start before you know it, and won't start for a long time while you're waiting for it. There's a strike, 2 balls and 2 strikes. For the Sooner right fielder, Cassidy Pickering.
Work, J-Hub, work!
Parker stands at second. The pitch popped up behind home plate. That's going to get well out of play. Count remains 2-2. Here's the pitch. Bounce to the left side. Nice play by Harble. Good hustle, but just in time to get Pickering one away. Jessica Hubbard the junior righty. This is her third start. She's 1-1. 22 innings. Opponents are hitting .226 against her. 16 strikeouts, 12 walks, 5 wild pitches. Here's Brito. Brito takes the first pitch a little bit in, but they call that a strike? Tough call there. Home plate umpire Scott Tomlinson with Ron Burkhardt at first, Scotty Mayer at third. Parker stands at second with 2 outs just underway. The pitch to Brito is high. Did call that pitch a ball. Good. 2 balls and no strikes. So that's the count. Sooner Softball brought to you by OG&E. OG&E, we energize life. And by Love's Travel Stops, presenting sponsor of Sooner Softball. And we're headed to Love's Field on Friday. Cannot wait to see it. 2-0 pitch is low, ball 3. Really good, too, to hear from our partners at Overland Charter. Played a major role in getting the Sooners from point A to point B. Here's the 3-0, and that's not even close, ball 4. Well, there's a great story in the Oklahoman. Ryan Aber, who has been here embedded with the Sooners, wrote about both the Jennings sisters being in the same spot at the same time at the Marymount Classic. Kia plays over for San Diego. Here's the first pitch to Tiare, and that's up high, ball 1. Saw Nacio and Maria before first pitch. This was a road trip that Tiare, her sister, would take, where they would skip school on Friday to come watch the games here in Palm Springs. And now they're both playing it at the same time. Here's a 1-0, and that's in for, that just missed outside, too. It's a heck of a start to 2024 that Tiare's had. It continued with a hit in game 1. She was 1 for 3 with a run scored. Scoreless just underway. Sooners are the visitors here on a Sunday. There's a strike. 2 balls and a strike. Brito walked. Parker banged a double off the fence in left field. Kinsey Hansen waits on deck for her first at-bat of a Sunday. She didn't play in the opener. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Tiare. A little bit up, ball 3. A little bit more of a finite strike zone than what we had in game 1, it appears. 3 balls and a strike. Tiare waits. Here it comes. Ball 4, bases loaded. Well, I'll give Hubbard some credit here. You know, this has been her Achilles heel all season long, and immediately we're going to have a trip to the circle. She has struggled with walks, but she is not missing by much. Polston Tax Resolution and Accounting brings you our opponent outlook. Polston Tax Resolution and Accounting. Your tax problems don't care who you are, but we do. 3-1 is Loyola Marymount in the Mary Nutters so far. This will be their final game before they travel to Honolulu to play 3 games in the Hawaii tournament. Overall in the season, 5-9. Lost at home to Oklahoma State to open up the season, 1-0. Split a series with Maryland. Split a series, if you will, split 2 games with Oregon. They beat Oregon 4-0 and then lost to them 8-0. 5-9 on the season. All right, bases loaded. Here we go. All the meetings are over. The first pitch to Hansen is an off-speed that falls in for a strike. Head coach Tria Flowers, all-world player. Staff includes Shelby Jeffries. Sooners have played against Loyola Marymount a lot. Here's the 0-1 pitch in the dirt. And Flowers, by the way, someone the Sooners have played against quite a bit, because not only has she been here for a couple of seasons, she took over this program in 21. Sooners played against and at CSUN when she was the head coach there, the Matadors. The 1-1 is hammered in left field, but not deep enough. Hansen hit it hard, but right at Sofawara, who makes the catch and ends things in the first. The Sooners strand the bases loaded. And as we head to the bottom of the first inning, scoreless in Palm Springs. Nicola May will get the start for the Sooners. May's 4-0 on the season. Second start of the weekend, and opponent's hitting .215 against her. May, I think it's fair to say, maybe struggled a little bit against Mississippi State. As Avery Francis digs in, first pitch is a little bit up, ball one. Scoreless game, bottom of the first inning. A very different look to the Sooner infield. As May stares in, brings home the 1-0. Boy, that's a good spot, just a little bit too far out, 2-0. Alina Torres over at first. Avery Hodge at second. That reliable left side with Jennings and Brito. Battery of May and Hansen, ball three. Cassidy Pickering is in right and center field. That's Jada. And out in left field is Riley Boone. The 3-0. Not even close. Ball four. Now you look back at that Friday night whenever the Sooners squared off against Mississippi State. May seem to struggle a little bit with her control. Unfortunately, it's been the MO for the Sooners all weekend. Here's Lauren Carter. First pitch to the right-handed hitting right fielder is a big swing and a miss for strike one. I guess I don't understand. 4 straight balls and you swing at one in your eyes on the first pitch. Here's the 0-1. Show to bunt. Takes it for strike two. Hansen was playing get back to the bag with Avery Francis over at first. Francis 3 for 5 on stolen base opportunities this season. Carter hitting just 194, behind on the count 0-2. May gets a ground ball to the right side and bounces off the glove of Hodge into right field. The runner's going to try to take third. The throw is offline. And it's first and third for Loyola Marymount. On an error at second by Hodge. Izzy Jamgachian will hit here. This is suboptimal for the Sooners. First and third, nobody out in a scoreless game. In at the corners for Torres and Brito. First pitch, strike. Number 88. Some of these names will sound familiar since the Sooners played LMU here last year. Gachian, a sophomore out of Pasadena, California. 0-1, swing and a miss, strike two. Sooners could really use a strikeout here. And I think on the Hodge play at second, I think Avery was trying to think double play, and has been the case with this infield, it took a wicked hop. Here's the 0-2. Boy, that just missed slow. No, it did not. Cold strike three. We're going to have a delayed strike call all day long from Scott Tomlinson, and I'm fine with it if that's going to be a strike. Here's Adele Braun. First and third, one out. The Lions, the Loyola Marymount Lions, are threatening here in the bottom of the first inning. Here's the pitch from May. Bounce back to May. The runner has looked back to third. The throw to first. 2 away. 2 away. Kaylani Castor will bat here. Jamgachian was able, after the Jamgachian strikeout, Carter was able to advance to second base on that grounder back to May. Now let's see if May can get him out of the inning. Right-handed hitting second baseman. First pitch, pop foul behind home plate. Strike one. Sooners won earlier today. A 6-inning run rule over Seattle, 8-0. Loyola Marymount has played some of its best ball here in Palm Springs. Here's the 0-1, way up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hardly got to talk about Adele Brown. 1-1, swing and a miss. That was a pretty dirty drop from Nicole May for strike 2. The 1-2, grounder, right side, May up, shovels to first, just like that, inning over. Loyola Marymount puts its first 2 runners aboard, and May gets a strikeout and does the work herself. Jada Coleman, the 7-hole hitter for the Sooners today, leads things off, and she rips one deep to center field. Did he get out of here? It's gone! It's gone! A home run from Jada Coleman, and she's all kinds of fired up. Rounding third base. Her first home run of the season comes against the same team that she hit her first home run of 2023 against, and that's Happy Jada. 1-0 Sooners on a Jada Coleman bomb.
Work, Jess, work.
Alina Torres, home runs all season long. Brought to you by the people of Oklahoma Oil and Natural Gas. There you go, Jada Coleman. First pitch. Alina Torres is low, ball 1. And it's funny because we've been talking about it all weekend long for Jada. All weekend long. The 0-1 is in for a strike. And not, by the way, before anyone gets mad at me, it's not in a way where I'm like, Jada, you got to hit a home run. I mean, what's going on here? It's just she knows how close she has been. Here's the 0-2 to Alina Torres. Off speed again. That miss is just a little bit low. Let me find these numbers. 17 homers last year for Jada. Matched her career total from her freshman and sophomore season combined. The 1-2. A little bit low, 2-2. How about this? Her first home run of 2023 didn't come until the 13th game of the season against Loyola Marymount. Today, in 24, her senior season, it comes in the 14th game of the season. That off speed skips up there. Full count. Thanks, dude. 13th game of the season in 23, 14th game of the season in 24. She then proceeded to homer in 4 straight games and 5 of her next 6. Full count. Grounded foul past Patty Gasso down the third base line. All right, it looks like they're moving your boy. So it looks like it might be a little bit later for me. We shall see.
Right here, win right here, Jess.
3-2. Laced foul down the left field line. So Patty Gasso, if you heard us in the pregame show, when we finally got to air a pregame interview, Coach Gasso said the ball isn't flying as well here as it typically does, and it's not the Sooners or anyone's fault. It's kind of a different compression on the softball. That hasn't been the case today. The 3-2, that skips for ball 4. A home run from Jada Coleman, 2 from Ella Parker in the first game. I hear there might be some investigative reporting going on. You might want to be following Tara Henry this week on Twitter. Just saying. Here's Avery Hodge. It is fascinating, though. You haven't seen those necessarily big numbers here that you did last week. Hodge had the error in the first inning, but bats here and lays down a bunt. That's just foul. I got this text from John Hoover, our home plate umpire. Scott Tomlinson, very, very deliberate in his strike call. Says the umpire getting into his K call, strikeout call, is like I get off the couch. One slow, deliberate movement at a time. Can't have that bat go out. Scott Tomlinson's already fooled me once. The 0-1, up high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Just to finish up these notes from Jada. So she homered in 4 straight games after hitting her first home run in game 13, and then proceeded to hit a bomb in 5 of the next 6. They come in bunches. The 1-1, chopped towards short. They might have a chance for 2. Nope. Get the runner at second. They cut down Torres. Hodge reaches on the fielder's choice. 1 away. Back to the top of the lineup, Riley Boone. I'll have to check in with the great Gayla. I would have to imagine during her travel ball days at Owasso High School, Boone was the leadoff hitter. After her swing in game 1, she looked like the cleanup hitter. She laces this one to right center field. It's up the alley and to the wall. Rounding third and headed home is Avery Hodge. It's an RBI double from Riley Boone. Stay hot, Booney. It's 2-0 Sooners. And chants of Boone echo throughout Palm Springs and Big League Dreams Field. How about the RBI tear that Boone has been on in 2024? Double digits. 10th RBI of the season for Boone. Here's the hottest hitter today, Ella Parker. First pitch is an off speed that finds the strike zone, strike 1. Ella Parker doubled and was stranded at first in the first, and hit 2 home runs, driving in 5 runs in the first game. Here's the 0-1. Little bit up, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Look good, Jess, look good.
The total numbers on the season now for Parker, hitting .528. As she waits on the 1-1. That ball came out a little bit awkward off the hand of Jessica Hubbard. Never had a chance. Ball 2. Hubbard really telegraphs when she's going to throw an off speed. The 2-1. Loop to short. Nice play by Harvell. Throws behind Boone, but she's back safely on a little humpback liner. And there's 2 away. Cassidy Pickering, hard hit ground ball to short in the first. She bats here with the Sooners up 2-0, top of the second inning. And Boone at second. First pitch is low, ball 1. This game has not had the frenetic pace to it that our opening game did. Both pitchers were moving fast. Here's the 1-0. That's the hardest pitch I believe Hubbard has thrown. That thing cooked and just missed outside. Ball 2.
Here we go, right here, Jess.
2 balls and no strikes.
Good spot, Jess. Work, 3, work.
Here's the pitch to Pickering. Low. Ball 3. When I say that Hubbard really, an elongated release, I need a pitching coach to help me out with this. You can really see when it's an off speed. pitch. Boy, that was some juice. Caught that outside corner. For strike one, 3-1. Two-zip. Sooners have taken the lead here in the top of the second inning. Boone stands at second. The 3-1 pitch. Popped foul down the left field line, slicing away from the left fielder, Sufawara, and out of play. Full count. Sooners in the anthracite uniforms today with the Crimson Oklahoma across their chest, white outline. Crimson socks under those anthracite/gray stirrups. Full count pitch. Lifted deep to left field. If it's fair, it's gone, but it's foul. Ball's not flying out of here in our pregame show. Immediately, Ella Parker hits 2 home runs. Riley Ludlam hits a home run. Jada Coleman's hit a home run in the second game. 4 homers on the day for the Sooners already. And we're only in the second. Full count pitch. Off speed. Ripped into center field. It's a base hit. Patty Gasso wastes no time. Waving Riley Boone home. It's 3-0 Sooners on an RBI single from the freshman. And here's Brito. 10th RBI of the season for Brito, and every single coach on the LMU staff seemed like they came out of the dugout at the exact same time. So we're going to have a pitching change. Hubbard will still be responsible for the runner Pickering at first.
Good job, Jess.
This pitching change brought to you by Love's Travel Stops. Love's Travel Stops is the heart of the highway. That's Alessandra Semperito that's going to pitch here. Haven't had the official announcement yet. Indeed it is. So Alessandra Semperito will pinch hit, or will come into pitch. The senior out of Rancho Palos Verdes, California. Last year, started 10 games, finished with a 4-5 record and a 4.13 ERA. This season, she's thrown 9 innings, most recently against Rutgers. This is her first appearance in the Mary Nutter Classic. She pitched 2/3 of an inning, gave up 3 hits and a run. So our first pitching change comes after an inning and 2/3 for Hubbard. Perio stares in. Pickering at first, 3-0 Sooners. We're in the second. Sooners the visitors, top of the second. First pitch, Brito. Takes it low for a ball. Walked in the first. And in game 1 for Alyssa Brito, she went 1 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI. Here's the 1-0. Popped into shallow left field. It's trouble. It's down for a hit. Pickering will stay at second. Alyssa Brito has her second hit of the day. Her first of the game, and the Sooners are looking to blow this game wide open as Tiare Jennings strides to the plate with runners at first and second and nobody out in the second. Here's the first pitch to the Sooner shortstop. Walked her first time up, but was stranded at first in the first. Good pitch. Right down the middle, strike 1. Pickering at second, Brito at first. The hit by Brito was the 5th of the game for the Sooners, who also dinged with an error from Avery Hodge. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Good swing, fouled it straight back. Keep trying to brag on Ryan's article. I hope you guys will go check it out. NewsOK.com on the Jennings sister and their families that are here. The cool shirts they've been wearing have both OU and San Diego's logo on it. The 0-2. Ripped down the left field line, fair. Into the corner. Pickering will score. Here comes Brito. She's got the go sign. Sliding headfirst. Save! Save! It's a 2-run triple from T.R.A. Jennings. A headfirst slide into home plate by Brito. Just ahead of the attempted tag by Perro, the catcher. And it's 5-0 Sooners here in the second. And those season and career numbers continue to grow for a TRA. 17 runs batted in on the season. First pitch to Hansen is up high. K9 got a break in game one, didn't play. Flat out to left in her first at bat here today. That is now 262 career runs batted in for T.R.A. Jennings. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Line drive, caught it short by Harvell, who was positioned just perfectly and made the catch to end the inning. But the Sooners strike first. Asmund Safawara will lead things off for Loyola Marymount in the second. 5-0 Sooners. First pitch up high, ball one. A 5-run second inning for the Sooners, where they send 9 batters to the plate. 5 hits, 5 runs. Home run from Jada Coleman. There's a bouncer that hit off the foot of Sofo. Well, Jada Coleman led the inning off with a home run. And then an RBI double from Boone. A 2-run double for TRA. I said triple. They didn't see it like I did. There's a called strike right down the middle. Did she advance on the throw, or was she going to third the whole time? I mean, come on, she was advancing on the throw. So it's a double. Advance to third on the throw for T.R.A. Jennings. 1-2 in the dirt. Good job by K9. If anything, an early start, a good fast start like this for the Sooners is something that hasn't necessarily been their thing a lot this season. A good sign that tide's turning here. A 2-2. Fouled it straight back. See it. Looking back, I mean, in fairness, you didn't have a first inning run in this game. They haven't had a first inning run since a 2-run homer from Kinsey on Friday. Two balls, 2 strikes. 5 of the last 6 games, they went without a first inning run. The 2-2. Bounced foul down the third base line. Here it's 5-0. 2-ball, 2-strike count. 6, 7, and 8 hitters. Sooners stay with that same look defensively, which is different. Lena Torres getting her first start today at first base. Pitch, swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the game for Nicole May. K's this season brought to you by Tinker Federal Credit Union, Oklahoma's largest credit union. One away for Christina Jones, the first baseman.
44, Christina Jones.
Come on, Chris. May's looking crisp here in this second inning. The righty brings home the first pitch. Foul down the right side. Is there room for Torres to make a play? Ooh, there was. But it looks like it hit right off that side netting before she could catch it. Or she might have just missed that. I'll go with the former, not the latter. You guys can correct me on Twitter. Christina Jones, the first baseman. Just 1 for 12 on the year. A tough start. No better way to get it right, though, than against the Sooners. Unless Nicole May's throwing BBs like that. But somehow that's called a ball. Don't know where that missed by. Not much. 1 ball, 1 strike. Looked like a pretty good spot right on that inside corner. Here's the 1-1. Fouled off. Yep. Talked about it a little earlier. It's quickly being erased by what she's doing here in the second. May gave up 7 hits in 4 innings. 4 strikeouts, walked 3 against Mississippi State. Here's the 1-2. A little bit up, 2-2. As a whole, though, May's been sensational this year. 2 1/3 shutout McNeese State last weekend with 5 Ks. 6 strikeouts in 4 innings against Central Arkansas, the 2-2. Cold strike 3. Right on that inside corner, back-to-back Ks, 3rd of the game. Here's Valpero. Or is it? Nope, we're going to see our first pinch hitter. Oh, that's right. They had a number change. This is number 99. We'll have to... There's my lineup card. The lineup change from earlier. I'm sorry, the number change. Mika Chong is now wearing number 99.
Number 99, Mika Chong.
So... She was originally, it looks like, in like 12, 13, or 14, but she makes the move to 99 and swings at the first pitch, grounds it towards second. Hodge up with it, throws to first, 2 away. Or 3 away, that's the end of the inning. We head to the 3rd. Nice work by Nicole May. Jada Coleman will lead it off for the Sooners. She homered in the second. A 5-run second for the Sooners. Gave us the 5-zip score. That's where we are. First pitch to Jada, pushes a bunt down the third baseline that just rolls foul. 3rd inning shoutouts brought to you by Century Roofing. Century Roofing on guard for Oklahoma. Jada took a little walk, make sure her bat was okay. Now we're ready. Back to work for Semperio in the circle for Loyola Marymount. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Coleman. A little bit out. 1 ball, 1 strike. The home run for Jada Coleman was her first, obviously. But in her career, she's racking up some big numbers. Lays down another bunt that is just foul. And I mean just foul. After 17 homers last year, Jada now has 35 career home runs. 9 in 21, 8 in 2022, and then 17 last season. Those are the home run totals for Jada Coleman in her career. The pitch reaches, pokes it right back to Samparello. Off a hop, she takes it, throws to the bag. 1 away. Nice play. Here's Alina Torres. Torres getting her first start at first base, walked in the 2nd inning, but then was forced out on the ground ball by Hodge. First pitch swinging, grounds it to 3rd. Nice play off a hop by Braun. Long throw, and there's quickly 2 away for the Sooners. Here's Avery Hodge. Reached on a fielder's choice. Scored a run in the 2nd inning. Sooners are cooking through this 3rd inning, giving us a chance to get to our 3rd inning shout-outs. I appreciated everybody who came up and said, this is my shout-out whenever they're here. My memory's been terrible this weekend. Hodge takes the ball. Numbers on the season for Hodge, 3 of 14. Has the triple from last week in Lake Charles. Here's the 1-0. In for a strike, 1-2. In tight at third, that's where Braun is, the third baseman. With Riley Boone waiting on deck. Sooners have already won one game today, 8-zip. They lead 5-0 here. There's a ball up high, 2-1. The Oklahoma Sooner softball history against Loyola Marymount has been one-sided. To continue that here today, the 2-1 pitch to Hodge, low, ball 3. Sooners have played LMU 8 times and have beat them all 8 times. 2 of those games were actually on the road at LMU. Here's the 3-1 pitch to Hodge. Ground ball to the right side. Nice play by Castor at second. Off a hop, goes to the bag, and gets Hodge. And the inning is over. Here's the first pitch, and it's popped fouling out of play by the 9-hole hitter, Sakura Harvell, the shortstop. So, big ups, Aubin Fippen, who I just said, don't you hate it when people screw up your name? Because it's so unique. But Aubin Fippen has been our producer and has been making sure we stay on the air for every single game. The 0-1 is a little bit low. And then the coordination in the studio between 2 different signals and trying to make everything smooth. Thanks to Randy and Buddy and the entire crew for making sure we're on the air all weekend long. Here's the 1-1.
There you go.
Popped up center field, Jada Coleman. She's under it, makes the catch. 1 away. So, Aubin Fippen, I am grateful for you, and you've done a great job this weekend. That's 6 straight retired now by Nicole May. Also, while we're feeling nostalgic with our shout-outs, there's one thing you notice when you look around here. There's not a lot of teams that travel radio. Thank you to Kelly and the crew over at SSP, Bob, Ryan, Arch. First pitch, chopped at. You know what, that is probably a little bit unfair if I'm giving Arch kudos right now and not McCullough. Sorry. Or McKenna. There's a soft slap foul. I'm good on the names. Aubrey, McCullough, Brian McKinnell. Great crew, SSP. They make the commitment. Learfield to get the sponsorships. Joe Castiglione, Patty Gasso had a vision to travel radio to every game, and it's great to be here. The 0-2, swing and a miss. Nebraska, Oregon, Tennessee. Those are among the schools that traveled radio here. And that's about it. 2-way for Lauren Carter. So thank you to everyone involved in making this possible. First pitch to Carter is in for a strike. And most importantly, thanks for you listening. Eric Hall, who's listening while he's mowing. You can mow now? Carter reached on an error her last time up, and she fouls this one well out of play. I need to know more, Eric. My yard is not ready to be mowed. How is that grass looking that green? Iowa to Oklahoma, listening somewhere south of Enid at a softball tournament. How about that for Sooner Bump? Here's the 0-2 pitch from May. Just a little bit low and in. Kiowa and Brenda are listening from Lindell, Texas. Jim and M, Lake of the Ozarks, Missouri. Chris from the 813 and Emily Snook all in. At OU on the air, let us know where you're listening from. We'll have to push this back. The 1-2 just missed in. Well, I hope. I hope this is like a rapidly moving third inning. 5-0 Sooners, 5-zip. Here's the pitch from May. In the dirt. Full count. Sooner Keith from the foothills of the mighty Rocky Mountains in Littleton, Colorado. CD and Deb and Hockley. Uncle Bill and Mimi. Jerry in the weight room. Look at you. Full count. 2 outs. The pitch from May. Just getting a piece of it is Carter to stay alive. Ron Henderson, Fly Sooner. Fly Sooner, by the way, in Gravette, Arkansas. John and Robin synced up in Ada. Nate Dogg's in the house. Wing Sunshine and a shout-out from Birmingham. It's for our buddy Bruce. The 3-2 pitch. Popped up on the infield. Torres calls off everyone, makes the catch, and that'll do it. 5-0 Sooners in the fourth. First pitch to Riley Boone. She lays down a bunt that's going to stay fair, and she's going to beat it out. Riley Boone lays down a bunt. She has a 2-hit game, a 4-hit day. And Oklahoma leads it 5-0 as we start the fourth with a new pitcher for Loyola Marymount. Pitching change brought to you by Love's Travel Stops. Love's Travel Stops, the heart of the highway. Here's the hottest hitting Sooner today, Ella Parker. Checked her swing, takes it low for ball one. Lindsay Odell, the sophomore righty out of Taylor, Texas. 14 1/3 so far this inning. 2-3 is her record. Ooh, Parker just clubbed one foul. She has struck out 13, and her defense hasn't helped her. 25 runs allowed, 16 of those earned. This is her second appearance here in the 5 games that LMU has played in the Mary Nutter. Up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. She pitched 2 2/3, gave up 5 hits, 5 runs. 4 of those were earned. Struck out 7 and walked 1 against Bethune-Cookman. Didn't factor in the decision. Parker rips this one back up the middle, but positioned perfectly was Harvell, the shortstop. Steps on the back for 1 double play. Wow. That looked like it was right up the middle for a single, and out of nowhere flashed the shortstop, Harvell. And Cassidy Pickering is going to call time here and run down and chat with Coach. 5-0 Sooners. We're in the top of the 4th inning, and the Sooners, the home team here. Granny Karen is checked in with Dwight. Buddy Doug Hamilton down in Hockley. Jet City Gin is in Milford Sound, New Zealand. Shout out from Brad Bargles, who's in Conroe, Texas. Thanks for listening in. We'll continue to sprinkle some in, courtesy of Century Roofing. All right, meeting's over. First pitch to Pickering. She swings and fouls it off. Remember what we would always say about Grace Lyons, outside of the fact that she was a wizard. But she looked like a baseball player, right? And always kind of a little different way they handle themselves. Pickering's kind of the same way. The 0-1 pitch is hit back up the middle off the glove of the pitcher and into the outfield. Pickering's aboard. That ball was hit back up the middle, and it ricocheted right off the glove of Odell into center field. Oh, that's hit. Just confirming. There's Brito. Boy, what a day for Pickering. First pitch to Brito is in the dirt. Off to second goes Pickering. She'll take the base. Brito's 1 for 1. Walked in the first, singled and scored a run in the second. She bats here with a runner at second. 2 out, Sooners up 5-0 in the top of the 4th. The pitch. Popped up to left field, but this one has some juice. At the fence, it is gone! Brito got under that thing clubbed it high into the sky, and it left the yard. It's a Brito bomb. And it's 7-0 Sooners in the fourth. What a day for Alyssa Brito. What a day for Tiare Jennings. What a day for Kinsey Hansen. What a day so far for Nicole May. What do they all have in common? Sooner seniors that are likely playing their last game in their home state. Here's the first pitch to Tiare. That's outside. Ball one. Home runs this season are proudly brought to you by the people of Oklahoma Oil and Natural Gas. Tiare is 1 for 1 with a walk, drove in 2 runs with that second inning double. She takes the 1-0 pitch inside to him. I mean, it's unlikely, unless the bottom falls out, that the Sooners are going on the road for a regional or a super regional. Just thinking out loud. 2-0 pitch is low. 3-0. You never know. But how about that? I wish every single one of you who love softball, even the haters, could have been standing with me last night watching those kids want autographs. Jennings takes a strike, 3-1. There were girls, and I say this as a father of 2 girls, that were crying because they wanted their autographs, and there's only a certain amount of time you can do it. 3-2 is low, or 3-1 is low, ball 4. Jennings is aboard again, and here's Hansen. Odell has got off to a hot start this inning, getting the double play. But since the double play, a single, a 2-run homer, and now a walk to Jennings. Oh, you know what to do here, Kinsey. First pitch strike. Hansen out of Norco, California. Saw her whole family here. Even her brother got to come watch yesterday, a future Sooner himself. The 0-1 is low. And I'm going to tell you right now, he looks great. Skip Johnson and that crew over at Mitchell Park, if they can keep the big leagues away from Hansen's brother, he's got a chance to be pretty special. Here's the 1-1. Poked foul. Norco, California for Kinsey. Tustin, California for Brito. Tiare claims San Pedro, California. Nicole May, Pleasanton. Many trips made here. This will be their last as a player, at the very least. Here's the 1-2 to Hansen, way outside, 2-2. And I think that it's worth maybe debating and talking about at some point, Sooner fans. Is this maybe the last trip the Sooners as a team might be making out here to Palm Springs? Coleman waits on deck. Here's the 2-2 to Hansen in the dirt, ball 3. The SEC schedule. I think it's going to take another week off the non-con. And you have Love's Field and USA Softball Hall of Fame Stadium. You could put on some kind of preseason classic if you want. 3-2 is grounded to the right side. Nice play on the run by the second baseman, Castor, who gloves and throws and gets her. Here we go to the bottom of the fourth inning, 7-0 Sooners. It'll be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Izzy Jimgachian, Adele Braun, and Kalani Castor for Loyola Marymount. Any changes for the Sooners? Yes. New first baseman, Riley Ludlam. Torres is now at second with Jennings at short. Brito stays at third. Boone in left. Coleman in center, Pickering in right. First pitch from May, swing and a miss to Izzy Jamgachi, and a strikeout victim in the first. Loyola Marymount put the first 2 runners on base in the bottom of the first inning. They haven't had a base runner since, and they trail 7-0. Here's the 0-1. Beautiful. Falls in for a strike. No balls and 2 strikes. A little longer than usual look from Nicole May. She's ready. The 0-2 is up and away. Like many of you excited about Love's Field, I just heard from our buddy Jason Fairs, and even while the game is going on right now, they're out grinding away on a Sunday to make sure that field and that stadium is ready. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss! Another strikeout from Nicole May, and there's 1 away. 7 runs on 9 hits here for the Sooners. The 1 error. They have stranded 5. Appreciate Caitlin Fournier, who had checked in, giving me my NASCAR updates. First pitch to Adele Braun is up and away, ball 1. Braun bounced back to the circle and was retired by May for the second out of the first inning before Loyola Marymount stranded its only 2 runners. 1-1 is fouled back. Ball and 2 strikes. Ball and a strike, excuse me. Nicole May, after a less than Nicole May-like Friday, has been amazing here so far since the 3rd batter of the game. Here's the 1-1. Popped up. Right side. Is there room for Ludlam? Oh, she went with the basket catch and it popped out of her glove. Kinsey Hansen immediately. It's okay. Calm down. I don't think Ludlam was ready for the throng of admirers the Sooners had in the autograph lines yesterday. That was cool to see. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Nicole May. Line drive past the diving Torres, but foul. I was watching Riley. She walks out and talks to Nicole May here, waiting for the ball to come back in. They work together a lot. Pitcher, catcher. Now Sooners just trying to find some different options as well, I think, at first base. Kinsey's okay over there, but she's the best catcher in the country. Ella Parker's got a chance. She has a little defensive work to do. Here's the 1-2. Just missed inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. May's ready as she gets the call from Jen Rocha just inside the Sooner dugout. That front step, the 2-2. Swing and a miss. She got her on the rise. Nicole May continues to mow down Lions, and there's 2 away in the 4th. That is the 6th strikeout of the game for Nicole May. Skalani Castor grounded out back to the circle her last time up. Here's the first pitch from May. In for a strike. Castor hitting .294 on the season. 6 strikeouts to 1 walk so far for May. Strikeouts brought to you by Tinker Federal Credit Union, Oklahoma's largest credit union. The 0-1. A little bit up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Seven runs for the Sooners so far on a day 2 of a Sunday on 9 hits. That's 15 runs so far today. The 1-1. Pop foul. A ball and 2 strikes. Nicole May looks in control right now. One ball, 2 strikes. May brings it home up high. We were talking about how different parents of pitchers handle when their daughters throw. And Cole May's mom, it absolutely is calm, cool, sits there, keeps her own little score sheet. 2-2, missed up high. May had started to walk towards the dugout, had a smile on her face. I think Torres from second base was almost at the baseline. They thought it was called strike 3, or the first baseline. 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs in the fourth. The pitch from May. Swing and a miss. And that was absolute filth from Nicole May. Strikeout number 7. She strikes out this side. And as we head to the 5th inning, it's Oklahoma 7, Loyola Marymount nothing. This is Sooner softball from Learfield. To the 5th, Jada Coleman will lead things off for the Sooners. Oklahoma 7, the Lions of LMU nothing. Coleman, Torres, and Hodge slated to hit here, though I doubt we'll see Hodge. First pitch is up high for a ball. 7 runs on 9 hits for the Sooners. They've stranded 5. They do have an error. Zeros everywhere for LMU. Here's the 1-0. Up high, 2-0. Jada so far tonight hitting in that 7-hole. Has a home run. Grounded out back to the pitcher. Her first home run of the season. Which is 1 game later than she hit her first home run last year. That pitch is in for a strike. Jada can't believe it. It's 2-1, so she takes a little bit of a walk and then realizes, okay, these new timing rules, let's go. 2 balls and a strike. The pitch up high, 3-1. Sometimes you guys will mention something on Twitter about, hey, this final ride for these seniors, and it doesn't really hit you until every so often you're watching like, oh my gosh, this is potentially Jada Coleman's last at bat, our last game in California as a Sooner, and she walks. And as I've said many times, it will definitely be her last game as a college athlete at Mary Nutter, and she provided us one of the greatest memories 2 years ago with her walk-off extra inning home run against Tennessee. Here's Torres. First pitch is a little bit in, ball 1. 7-0 Sooners. We're in the 5th. Oklahoma looking to make it 67 straight. And to cut the ribbon and start playing at Love's Field next Friday afternoon. The 1-0 is low, 2-0. We've been so all in on Sooner nostalgia here. We failed to mention that Jenna Perez is now in the circle. She becomes the 4th different pitcher for the Lions. And she misses outside. OU left the bases loaded in the first. And what do the kids say? Haven't missed since. 3-0 is, or pardon me, 2-0 is up high, 3-0. Torres on the day is 0 for 1 with a walk. She was forced out at second in that 5-run second inning for the Sooners. Here's the 3-ball, no-strike pitch. That's a strike. I say the Sooners haven't missed. They did have the 1-2-3 inning in the 3rd, but at the very least, when they get a runner on base, they haven't missed today. Three balls and 2 strikes. This ball is hammered deep to left field. A no-doubter. Alina Torres blast one out of Wrigley Field. And the Sooners are in run rule territory on a 2-run bomb from Torres. It's 9-0 Sooners. Wow. She got all of that one, got under it, and launched it out of here. That for the Sooners is their 5th home run of the day. That's incorrect. It's their 6th. How about hitting more home runs in a game than they had in the previous 4, as the first pitch is a strike to Riley Ludlam. Riley got the party started today. Back in the first inning of game 1. First batter of the second inning as the 1-1 pitch is high. She hit her first career home run. Gave the Sooners a 1-zip lead. That early game was 3-0 headed to the 5th inning when the Sooners exploded. Ludlam takes it low. Saw Kelly Maxwell jog down from the pin. I wonder if she'll be responsible for the bottom half of the 5th. Swing and a miss. Ludlam went chasing some high cheese. We didn't have a chance to see a ton of Maxwell. Well, let me rephrase that. We didn't see her at all yesterday. She has been fantastic. Here's the 2-2. Off speed, popped up. Is there room behind home plate? There is, but it falls just out of the reach of Para. Maxwell came in to shut the door on Mississippi State in an inning and a third. Struck out 4. And then a little bit of a tough start against Wisconsin. 4 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs. Walked 4. 6 strikeouts, 6 walks for Maxwell. 2-2 is popped up again, almost the same spot. That one hits off the top of the concession stand / suite area and is now stuck on the netting. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We'll do it again. The Sooners on top, now 9-0 in the 5th. The pitch, swing and miss. Got it. That is that the first strikeout of a Sooner today? 1 away. And Hannah Kaur is going to get a chance to hit here. Hannah got her first collegiate base hit yesterday, an infield single. Let's see here. Nicole makes 7 strikeouts. Indeed, her season is, or her career, her day is done. Yeah, first strikeout of a Sooner today. How about that? All right, here's Hannah Kaur. She'll hit for Riley Boone. What a day for Boone. First pitch to Kaur is popped up. Shallow center field. Racing in late was Francis. Racing out in time is the second baseman, Castor. There's 2 away. Here's Ella Parker's spot, and Sid Sanders is going to hit here. Coach Casso wanted to get Sid some swings in this nightcap. Hannah Kaur falls to 1 for 10 on this season. First pitch to Sanders is in for a strike. The right-handed hitting first baseman for the Sooners in game 1. An 0 for 2 and was hit by a pitch. The 0-1 hangs up high. 9-zip Sooners in the 5th. A home run by Alina Torres has given the Sooners a spot in run rule territory. Here's the 1-1. Big swing, fouled at the plate. JP. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. Off speed in the dirt. Granny Karen wanted to make sure that we recognized Gloria and Bud Whitehouse's 70th wedding anniversary in Pauls Valley. 70? Congratulations. That's fantastic. 2-2 is way up. And the great Wood River Oiler Ellie Beecham and her crew are tuned in as well, too. In the metropolis of Wood River, Illinois. Full count here with Nobody on and 2 out. Sanders caught looking. Called strike 3. And off speed, absolutely fooled her. And that'll do it for the Sooners in the 5th. But the damage is done. 2 more runs on a 2-run home run from Alina Torres. Oklahoma is 3 outs away from its 67th straight win. They lead at 9-0. This is Sooner softball from Learfield. Kelly Maxwell gets the call from the pen for the Sooners to finish off Nicole May's gym. What a day in the circle for Nicole May. After walking the leadoff hitter, and then Lauren Carter reaching on an error, May set down 12 in a row, struck out 6. 7 strikeouts. Walked just 1, and here's Kelly Maxwell. For Sofawara will hit here. All right, some changes for the Sooners. Looks like Jada Coleman is in left. Hannah Core is in center. And who is that? Q out in right field? Thank you. I mean, there's binoculars right here. I could not be more lazy than just not grabbing these and looking. Now they're giving the long explanation of these late changes for the Sooners. Yeah, Jade out and left. Don't see that very often. If like ever. Coleman in left, Core in center, Q in right. They're still talking about the lineup here. Ludlam at first. Torres at second. Jennings remains at short and Brito at third. All right. Everyone has it figured out. Sofawara 0 for 1 with a strikeout. It is 9-0 Sooners. OU 3 outs away from extending the win streak to 67. Kelly Maxwell stares in. 3rd time we've seen her this weekend. First pitch is high. (4-0) with a 1.09 ERA, 19 in the 3rd innings, 8 hits, just 3 runs, has struck out 19, but walked 8. The 1-0 is in for a strike. That 8 walks, 6 in her last 2 games, 6 this weekend. 1 ball, 1 strike. Maxwell rocks and fires. Hard hit ball towards short, past to diving Jennings into left field. And that's the first hit of the game for Loyola Marymount. Nine runs, 10 hits for the Sooners and an error. And that's the first hit of the game, their first base runner for the Lions since the first inning. And here's Christina Jones. So Sofawara aboard. Not since Francis got walked to start the game, their leadoff hitter, and Carter reached on an error. As LMU had a base runner. The first pitch from Maxwell to Jones, swing and a miss. Jones under that Mendoza line. .077. Oh, check that. Sharike is pinch hitting here. And she lines one into left field. Jada Coleman plays it off a hop, throws to second. Not in time. LMU making those of us with the 145 flight a little bit nervous here. First and second. And that will bring to the plate Nika Jeriquy, who stands at first. First pitch is low. This is Chong. Had Val Pero originally in this spot to start the game. I don't think she ever came to the plate. Chong is 0 for 1, grounded to second, or has played. That's in. Strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jericho at first, Sofawara at second. Swing and a miss. 1-2. 9-0 Sooners. We have been in the first base dugout all day. We're the home team for the first game, but first time visitors here in game 2. The 1-2. Bounce towards short. Jennings to second for 1. Torres will eat it there. First and third for Harville. With 1 out now. Well, I say Harville. We're going to have a pinch hitter again, it looks like. Nope, that's a Cora Harville. We're going to get a pinch runner. So LMU will pinch run here with Alyssa Rosado. So Rosado will be the runner at first.
Number 8, Rosado.
All right, here's Sakura Harville. First and third, 1 away. 9-0 Sooners. Maxwell. Foul straight back. Leadoff single from Sofawara. Jones single, then a fielder's choice. Pinch runner now, Rosado over at first. No balls and a strike. Maxwell deals. Bounce towards short. Jennings to second for 1, to first. Oh, what a scoop by Riley Ludlam. 6 to the bag. 3. Ball game. A smooth double play and a smooth scoop. And in run rule fashion, Oklahoma beats Loyola Marymount 9-0. The Sooners have won 67 straight games. This is their 30th game during this run in which the game ended in a run rule, and they've started the 2024 season 14-0. The Bud Light postgame show is next. This is Sooner Softball from Learfield.